What is good and welcome back to Chatwin Reacts. I'm Jack, your British goat, and today we're going to be reacting to every NBA team's best point guard of all time. Now, I've got a few kind of videos lined up in this regard of best shooters, best centers. I'm looking forward to this one. That way we can get to know these teams better. As always, before we get into videos, three things we got to do. Number one, you got to download, hit the like button, hit subscribe button to stay up to date to all my videos. And of course, let me know your favourite point guard of all time down in the comments. Let's go.
Over the course of NBA history, point guard has been the game's most important position. Your point guard is the heart and soul of your team and an extension of your coach. Without a good one, you're rudderless. Let's take a look at every NBA team's best point guard of all time. Chicago Bulls, Derrick Rose.
I thought we were going to go in order,
in the
obviously
NBA
not.
may have been more exciting than Derrick Rose during his first three NBA seasons, from 2008 to 12 with the Bulls. Rose won Rookie of the Year in 2009 and then exploded in his third year, averaging 25 points and nearly 8 assists on his way to being named the league's MVP. After injuries,
Does he still
Rose's
play?
declined, and he was eventually traded from the Bulls after 8 seasons. Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. At 6'1", Isaiah Thomas is the shortest NBA Finals MVP in league history, which is a testament to his unique ability to dominate at the point guard position in a league where at times height reigns above all.
Ooh,
Thomas
wow.
was as tough as they come and was at the core of the Bad Boy Pistons. He played in Detroit for his entire 13-year
I've
career.
heard that phrase,
and made
Bad
the
Boy
All-Star team
Pistons,
in every
so
season
much.
but one. Thomas won 2 championships with the Pistons in 1989 and 1990. Orlando Magic, Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway played his rookie year with the Magic in 1994 and instantly enjoyed success. He made his first of 4 straight All-Star games in his second season and helped lead the Magic to the NBA Finals in 1995. Before injuries derailed his career, Hardaway was electric for
I
him
think that
and
Magic
had his best
jersey
season in
is
1996
disgusting.
when he averaged 21.7 points and 7.1 assists per game. Atlanta Hawks, Mookie Blaylock. Mookie Blaylock, or the Thief as he's better known in the ATL, spent 7 of his 13 NBA seasons with the Hawks.
Really?
And like his nickname implies, was best known for his ability to swipe the ball from his opponent. Blaylock led the NBA in steals in 1997
Maybe-
and 1998.
I'm
As a
thinking
member
of
the
Trae
Hawks,
Young,
for his
but he's
career,
not,
averaged 2.3 steals per game.
Is
a
he a
mark that
point
would have led
guard?
the NBA this
Does he?
season.
Did he ever
Boston
even play for the
Celtics.
Hawks?
Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy remains the only guard in NBA history to be named to the All-NBA First Team in 10 straight seasons. All of those
Yeah, I don't
first-team
know enough
appearances
to
also came while playing for the Celtics. Cousy won MVP in
this
1957,
one.
was named to 13 straight All-Star teams from 1951 to
Who is
63,
the
and won
Celtics point
6
guard?
championships in
True
Boston.
Holiday, isn't it?
Brooklyn Nets, Jason Kidd.
So, in terms
Oh,
of,
yeah.
sorry, you were thinking...
As always, while we're waiting
their
for these
expectations from the
stupid
start.
adverts, hit the subscribe button, and maybe I can then afford to not have adverts. I can afford it, I'm rich as fuck, but you know.
Jason Kidd is one of the most versatile
Yeah.
point guards in NBA history. Kidd has made the 6th most threes in NBA history and was a tenacious
Kidd comes up a
rebounder
lot
and
of someone
defender
that I
throughout
need
his
to be
career.
reacting
Kidd
to
played
as
6.5
well.
seasons for the Nets and peaked in 2003 when he averaged 18.7 points and an NBA best 8.9 assists per game. That year, he also led the Nets to their second of back-to-back finals appearances. Charlotte Hornets, Kemba Walker. The Charlotte Hornets haven't exactly
I've
been a
heard
model
that
NBA
name.
franchise in terms of their success. That's not Kemba Walker's fault. Walker was a shining light for Charlotte from 2011 to 2019 and led the franchise to 2 playoff appearances over that span. He averaged at least
Things I don't
20
know
points
if
per
these
game
players have
in 4
retired or
straight
not.
seasons
That's the
from
annoying thing about my
2015 to
lack of
2019.
knowledge.
Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving rewarded the Cavs for
Makes
making him
sense.
the #1 overall selection in 2011 by sinking a clutch 3 in Game 7 of the 2016 Finals to deliver Cleveland its first NBA championship. But it was just an example of the type of shot-making Irving displayed over his 6 seasons as a Cav from 2011 to 2017. In Cleveland, Irving made 4 All-Star teams and averaged at least 20 points per game in 4 out of 6 seasons. Denver Nuggets, Fat Lever. Before Russell Westbrook and Jason Kidd, Fat Lever was the NBA's biggest threat
Fat
for a
Lever.
triple-double from the point guard position. Lever collected 43 triple-doubles in his career, good
Wow.
for the 9th most in NBA history, and many of those came in a Nuggets uniform. Lever played in Denver for 6 of his 11 seasons and averaged at least 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 6.5 assists for 4 straight years from 1986 to 1990. Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry. No modern-day player may have revolutionized the NBA more than Steph Curry with his three-point shooting. Curry has spent his entire career with the Warriors and has pocketed 2 MVPs, 3 NBA championships, 6 All-Star bids, and 3 first-team All-NBA selections. Curry's going to go down as the best shooter ever, and if it's up to the Warriors, he'll never leave the Bay Area. Houston Rockets.
I can't
James
imagine
Harden.
they'd ever get him.
James
Yeah, it
Harden's
makes
career
sense for the
changed when the
Rockets.
Rockets plucked him off the Oklahoma City Thunder bench in 2012.
I say that like I
The
know
Rockets
another
quickly centered their
point
offense
guard
around the
that's played
high-scoring
for the
guard
Rockets.
to reap the benefits. Harden has made 8 straight All-Star games since arriving in Houston and won MVP in 2018. He has led the league in scoring in each of the last 3 seasons, but unfortunately for the Rockets and their fans, Harden's individual heroics haven't resulted in an NBA championship. Indiana Pacers, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson played for the Pacers for 5.5 seasons, and although he never put
No,
up
Halliburton,
leading numbers,
or
his
however you
steady
say
point
his
guard
name.
play helped the Pacers contend in the East in the late 90s. With Jackson, the Pacers made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times and lost in the finals once. Jackson was always a pass-first point guard and led the NBA with 11.4
Because his performance
assists per
in the
game
finals
in
until his
1997.
injury was
Los Angeles
6 points in
Clippers,
was
Chris
crazy.
Paul. Chris
Yeah,
Paul
that
is
makes
the symbol of
sense.
consistency at the point guard position. In 6 seasons for the Clippers, he made the All-Star team 5 times. As a Clipper, Paul also led the league in assists in 2014 and 2015.
Yeah, 'cause he
and
had
steals
Blake
in
Griffin.
2012, 2013, and 2014. Because of his defensive chops, Paul is arguably the greatest two-way guard in NBA history. Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson. Magic isn't just the greatest point guard in Laker history. He's the
Yeah,
best
I
point
can't-
guard
I can't
the NBA
think of
has
another
ever seen.
point
Magic
guard,
could play
to be
all
fair,
5 positions,
other than
and led the Lakers to
Lonzo
5
Ball.
championships in 9 years, from 1980 to 1988. He played for the Lakers for all 13 of his NBA seasons and made 12 All-Star teams. Memphis
Was he a point
Grizzlies,
guard?
Mike Conley. Mike Conley played the first 12 seasons of his career with the Grizzlies and helped Memphis to 7 straight playoff appearances from 2011 to 2017.
Nice.
Behind Conley's well-rounded point guard play, the Grizzlies reached the Western Conference Finals in 2013. Conley's career year came in 2017, when he averaged 20.5 points and 6.3 rebounds per game. Miami Heat, Tim Hardaway. From 1996 to 2001 with the Heat, Hardaway made 2 All-Star games. In 1997, Hardaway's first All-Star appearance with Miami, he averaged 20.3 points and 8.6 rebounds per game as the Heat made the Eastern Conference Finals behind a big 3 of Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, and Jamal Mashburn. Milwaukee Bucks, Sidney Moncrief. One of the more underrated players of the 80s, Sidney Moncrief made 5 All-Star teams during his 10 seasons
I
with
think
the
these
Bucks,
videos I need to
1980
make sure it's
1989.
nice
With
knowing the
Moncrief,
history.
Milwaukee made the Eastern Conference
but, like,
Finals in 1983,
I think I need to
1984, and 1986.
focus more
but
on
never broke through for a championship.
current
During Moncrief's
players
5 straight
to kind
All-Star
of
seasons, he averaged at least
get a better
19.5
understanding of the
points,
game,
4.5
because
rebounds, and 3.5
as much as the
assists
history is
per game.
cool,
Minnesota Timberwolves, Sam Cassell.
in
Sam
the
Cassell
YouTube
only
sense,
played
I
for
don't
the
really
Wolves for
care.
2 seasons in 2004 and 2005, but did enough to ascend to the status of Minnesota's best point guard ever. In 2004, Cassell made his only All-Star game and had the best season of his career when he averaged 19.8 points and 7.3 rebounds per game. New Orleans Pelicans, Baron Davis. Baron Davis's 2-year run in New Orleans from 2002 to 2004 coincided with the franchise's first 2 years in the NBA. In 2004, Davis collected one of his 2 All-Star appearances and turned in perhaps the best season of his career when he averaged 22.9 points, 7.5 assists, and an NBA-high 2.4 assists per game. New York Knicks, Walt Frazier. Tough on the court and flashy off of it, Frazier turned in an unforgettable 36 points, 19 assists, 7 rebound effort in a championship
Good
clinching
stats.
Game 7 to lift the Knicks past the Lakers in the 1970 Finals. Frazier was a stout defender and was named to the All-Defensive Team 7 times as a Knick. He also tallied 7 straight All-Star appearances from 1970 to 1976 in New York. Oklahoma City Thunder, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that
They
makes
said it could
sense.
never be done, but in 2017, Russell Westbrook became the first player since Oscar Robertson to average a triple-double. That feat cemented him as the best point guard in Thunder history. Across 11 seasons in Oklahoma City, Westbrook was named an All-Star 8 times and made the All-NBA first team
Who's he at now?
once.
Is he at the Nuggets,
Philadelphia
isn't
76ers, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson
Yeah,
was
that
perhaps
makes
the
sense.
greatest Iron Man in NBA history.
Peace. Peaceful. You're not in my corner, you just want money off me.
He spent parts of 12 seasons with the 76ers and led the NBA in minutes per game in 6 of those years. Iverson also led the NBA in scoring 4 times while playing in Philadelphia.
we've done a
won the
video
MVP
on
in
AI.
2001 and was named to the All-NBA First Team in 1999, 2001, and 2005. Phoenix Suns. Steve Nash.
Yeah, makes sense.
Steve Nash has had 2 separate stints with the Suns in his career, and when he returned to Phoenix in 2005,
I don't know.
he was arguably the best point guard in the league. Nash won back-to-back MVPs in 2005
Yeah,
and
I
2006.
was gonna
with
say, they had
Phoenix,
Chris
and made the
Paul for a
All-NBA
few
First
years,
Team
though.
3 straight seasons from
But it wasn't
2005
prime-
to 2007.
prime
He
Chris Paul,
revolutionized
was it?
NBA offense while with the Suns. Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard.
Damian
The Blazers
Lillard,
knew
yeah.
that they had something when they drafted Damian Lillard out of tiny Weber Stadium.
Who was I
in 2012.
thinking of
And
at
boy,
the
were they
Atlanta
right.
Hawks?
Lillard
I
has
said
been selected
Trae Young,
to 5
but I
All-Star
don't think that's
teams
who I
over
was
his 8-year
meaning.
run with Portland and made first-team All-NBA in 2011. He's the heart and soul of the Blazers franchise.
Weird, that's just popped in my
Sacramento
head.
Kings. Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson spent the first 10 years of his career with the Cincinnati Royals, who later became the Sacramento Kings, and was flat-out dominant. He made 10 straight All-Star games to open his career and won MVP in 1964 when he averaged 31.4 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 11 rebounds per game. The Big O was, of course, the first player to average a triple-double in NBA history, which he did in 1962 in just his second season. San Antonio Spurs, Tony Parker. Tony Parker was the Spurs' staple at point guard for a 17-year run from 2002 to 2018. During that
I
time,
just realized
Parker
they're
made
2
6
separate
All-Star
teams.
Although he never averaged
The
more than
Kings and
22
the
points per
Spurs.
game, Parker was the perfect complement to Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili on San Antonio's championship teams. Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was a late bloomer and didn't make his first All-Star team until his age 28 season in 2015. But he's been a key piece for Toronto ever since.
Yeah, I
Lowry spent
guess.
his last 8 seasons with the Raptors and averaged 19.4 points in 2019 when Toronto won its first ever championship. Utah Jazz, John Stockton. Stockton spent his entire 19-year
John
career with the
Stockton.
Jazz, and although he never delivered a championship to Utah, Stockton teamed with Karl Malone to form one of the best 2-man duos in league history. Stockton was a 10-time All-Star, an 11-time All-NBA selection, and led the league in assists per game for 9 straight seasons from 1988 to 1996. Washington Wizards, John Wall. Ever since he was drafted #1
Yeah, I
overall
can
by the
see
Wizards
that.
in 2010, John Wall has manned the point guard position for Washington. He helped guide the Wizards to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2014, 2015, and 2017, and along the way has been solid but not spectacular. Wall has made 5 All-Star teams as a Wizard and peaked in 2017 when he averaged 23.1 and 10.7 assists per game. Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic. He's only
Makes
played 2
sense.
seasons in the NBA, but it's pretty clear that Luka Doncic is already the best point guard to ever put on a Mavericks jersey. Doncic won Rookie of the Year in 2019 and was then named to the All-Star team in his sophomore season, while averaging a monster 28 points,
So this video is a couple years
9.4
old, so
rebounds,
they-
and 8.8 assists
There
per
could
game.
be someone that is thought of being a better point guard for these teams. Let me know down in the comments. You know what I'm saying with this history kind of ones, of these older kind of videos in the sense of players in the 60s and the 70s, the 80s. And other than really Jordan in the 90s, early 2000s, like, I don't know if it's worth my time doing those videos. It's like the history's cool, but I don't know. Let me, if you've got this far, let me know what you think about that. And of course, while you're down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.